Out here walking by herself. How old is you? 6? Man.
That's 36-year-old Detroit resident Joshua Threatt on Facebook Live Monday morning when he noticed a little girl with no hat, no gloves, walking alone in the cold.
She was walking up 14th. She was walking up 14, going to school down there. About 10 blocks, almost 10 blocks away. If I was cold, I definitely know she was cold. She had to be freezing, no doubt.
Joshua, a father himself, says he would do whatever he needed to do to make sure the 6-year-old got to her school. She told him it was Thirkell Elementary.
I actually thought about my youngest, because my youngest is the same age, so it was like, this shouldn't be, like, somebody need to be with her, to escort her.
When Joshua and the little girl arrived at the school, he said he made sure to tell staff at the front door exactly what happened, and that's when he broke down into tears.
She probably scared because she was walking for about 10 blocks.
Where's your sister?
She probably scared. So many people just pulled up on that little girl. I'm so happy I seen her.
Thank you, baby. God gonna bless you too.
I'm so happy I seen her.
Yes.
Joshua says he spoke with the little girl's father after the video went viral.
It was like we had a good, nice man-to-man talk.
This is heartbreaking. This is heartbreaking completely.
Tiffany Canty's children also attend Thirkell Elementary and says what Joshua did was a blessing.
We love you, Black King.
I reached out to the school district and to Detroit police to find out if they were looking into the situation. DPD tells me their officers have been in contact with the girl's family, and they add that this is not the first time that this has happened to her. I'm told CPS has also been notified. The district did not respond back before deadline. I wasn't able to contact the girl's parents, but Joshua has a message for all moms and dads.
You got to make sure the kid's safety is first and foremost before anything.
On the city's west side, Peter Maxwell, 7 News, Detroit.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of Viral. I'm your host, as always, Kenji Dix here. Glad you can join us here on Viral. We talk about an unspoken hero named Joshua Threatt. A father of 4 couldn't believe his eyes. He was driving and he saw a little girl walking by herself to school nearly 10 blocks away. And the story is so touching that it's heartbreaking and touching at the same time. We'll get to it in a minute.
Out here walking by herself. How old is you? 6? Man.
That's 36-year-old Detroit resident Joshua Threatt on Facebook Live Monday morning when he noticed a little girl with no hat, no gloves, walking alone in the cold.
She was walking up 14th. She was walking up 14, going to school down there. About 10 blocks, almost 10 blocks away. If I was cold, I definitely know she was cold. She had to be freezing, no doubt.
Joshua, a father himself, says he would do whatever he needed to do to make sure the 6-year-old got to her school. She told him it was Thirkell Elementary.
I actually thought about my youngest, because my youngest is the same age, so it was like, this shouldn't be, like, somebody need to be with her, to escort her.
When Joshua and the little girl arrived at the school, he said he made sure to tell staff at the front door exactly what happened, and that's when he broke down into tears.
She probably scared because she was walking for about 10 blocks.
Where's your sister?
She probably scared. So many people just pulled up on that little girl. I'm so happy I seen her.
Thank you, baby. God gonna bless you too.
I'm so happy I seen her.
Yes.
Joshua says he spoke with the little girl's father after the video went viral.
It was like we had a good, nice man-to-man talk.
This is heartbreaking. This is heartbreaking completely.
Tiffany Canty's children also attend Thirkell Elementary and says what Joshua did was a blessing.
We love you, Black King.
I reached out to the school district and to Detroit police to find out if they were looking into the situation. DPD tells me their officers have been in contact with the girl's family, and they add that this is not the first time that this has happened to her. I'm told CPS has also been notified. The district did not respond back before deadline. I wasn't able to contact the girl's parents, but Joshua has a message for all moms and dads.
You got to make sure the kid's safety is first and foremost before anything.
On the city's west side, Peter Maxwell, 7 News, Detroit.
But first thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag #ViralHereOnConnect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe and secure. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. Here on Viral, we talk about Joshua Threatt, a father of 4, minding his own business. He was driving, and then he noticed that a little girl, a 6-year-old girl, was walking by herself to school, which it was kind of telling that this didn't seem right. And Joshua Threatt decided to walk to school with her to get her the safety and comfort that she needed. And she had no hat on, no gloves. Man, this is beyond belief that what parents would do something like that. Let's get to a news story out there in the outlet in Detroit, Michigan, right here, right now.
We're on the west side of Detroit, where a man has gone viral all over the internet after going live on Facebook early Monday morning on these blocks behind me when he found a 6-year-old girl seemingly lost without gloves, without a hat, on her way to school. He said he walked that girl over 10 blocks to her elementary school. That video has now gone viral all over the internet. We spoke to that man Tuesday evening.
That ain't crazy, bro. I swear some people don't need kids. Nigga got this little precious little girl just out here walking by herself, bro. I ain't want to put her in my truck, bro. So I got out and walked with her, made sure she got to where the she going. She probably scared. So many people just pulled up on that little girl. I'm so happy I seen her. I'm so happy I seen her.
She broke down. I'm pretty sure she was scared because it was like she was still walking with a stranger at the end of the day. So it was like she broke down. So that kind of hit me hard at the end, you know.
Like I said, that story right there is heartbreaking to see that a grown man has to walk a little girl to school without no safety, and he doing it for the kindness of his heart. Thank God, because it could have been a lot worse, because you don't know what's out there and what's going on. And unfortunately, people these days, we don't know what the right space of mind are coming forward. But kudos to Joshua Threatt on that, because it's just, to me, man, you just don't never know what people got going on and why some people could be parents, some people shouldn't be parents. But whoever her parents were, they should know better, and they should never put your child on harm like that, regardless. I'm telling you. Well, let's hear what you people had to say. You people had a lot to say about Joshua Threatt doing the heroic thing and trying to walk with the girl to school, trying to get her some safety. Let's see what you people have to say on what the people say.
Should CPS get called? I mean, shit, 10 blocks in the cold in Detroit? If this wasn't this little girl Angel, especially with all the creepy things going on in today's world, you have this Detroit man named Joshua driving. He see this little girl walking, no hat on, a little coat on, and no shoes by herself. The fuck? He decided to get out and walk with her just to make sure she good and don't run to the wrong person. Not only that though, y'all, you can see the anger and the care that he have in his heart. Really pissed and mad. Dog got some tears and crying. You can see it and hear it in his voice. Look at this.
Man, by herself, cold, man. Who fucking daughter is this, bro? How old is you? 6. Daughter is this, bro? I need y'all motherfucking ass me. I tell you that. Whoever daughter this is, y'all let y'all daughter walk out here with no fucking hat, no shoes. Thank God I fucking seen her. Slick ass people out here. This shit got me so mad and angry. This shit got me so mad and angry, bro. Walking by her fucking self, bro. I ain't want to put her in my truck, bro. So I got out and walked with her, made sure she got to where the fuck she going. I just seen her walking. I don't know what. I'm trying to make sure she is still here.
Yeah, she is.
She is. Y'all know her?
Yeah.
Probably scared. She was walking for about 10 blocks. So many people just pulled up on that little girl. I'm so happy I seen her.
Thank you, baby. God gonna bless you too.
I'm so happy I seen her.
That is 7724 Thirkell Elementary. This man goes back to the school with a bag full of gloves, shoes, hats, scarf. You know what I'm saying? They didn't let him give it to her because they said he wasn't family. Bitch, he family now. Salute to that boy Josh, man. That was deep. It could have been worse. I'm gonna leave his little page, Facebook page down here, and y'all can go follow him. Bless the boy. You did the absolutely right thing. Walked with her, then pick her up, because I know she ain't had no shoes on, so some people might be like, why you ain't pick her up? Why the fuck would he pick her up? And if that mama decided to just wake up and she see another grown man walking with her baby, come on. Story ain't gonna add up. He going to jail. It's gonna look like some creep shit. Another smart move was to not put her in your car and pull up to the elementary school. Cameras, I don't know. You played it good, bro. Anybody else got to say, in my comments saying anything wrong, I'm blocking it. Now, I bet the mama, her ass was either high or she was probably laid up under a nigga. You know what I'm saying? The little girl wanted to go to school. Mama wasn't waking up. She probably wasn't even supposed to walk out the door, but she wanted to go to school, and she did. So y'all comment down below and y'all let me know, would y'all be calling CPS in this situation?
To Joshua Threatt down there in Detroit that found that little 6-year-old girl walking to school, I salute you, brother. You are a blessing. You was an angel, and I just don't see too many people talking about it and giving you your credit. Like, all of your passion, your tears, everything. Like, you definitely saved that little girl. But to that motherfucking school, something ain't right about that motherfucking school, because that compassion, that empathy, they didn't show any motherfucking thing when that man took that little girl to that school. Like, her tone of voice, it was just like she just didn't even care about, he just literally walked this little girl 10 blocks to fucking school, and she just like, okay, we got her, she's safe now. Like, that school need to be looked into, because some just didn't sit well with my spirit about that motherfucking school. I'm just happy that it was a person as such as Joshua that, you know, ran across that little girl. Cause anybody could have ran across her, and it could have been a different outcome. But who let that 6-year-old walk to school alone? 6 years old. Yeah, some people just don't need to even have kids, y'all.
Meet Joshua Threatt. If you have not seen Joshua, I don't know where you been, because he been everywhere, honestly. But he is in Detroit, and he saw this little 6-year-old girl walking to school by herself, and it looked like it was freezing. It was too much snow. Y'all know I'm down here in the South, baby. I don't do the snow like that. But it looked like it was freezing, okay? It looked real cold in Detroit, okay? And she is walking by herself. He gets out of his truck and is like, you know, are you all right? Where's your people at? And he walked her to school. He got on live. He did not put her in his truck because he didn't want no issues. He didn't want nobody to say, oh, you was doing this, you was doing that. He was like, I'm on the up and up. I am a father myself. I just want to make sure that this baby is safe, because if anybody else would have seen her, would she have made it to her destination safely? So he got on live as he walked her to school. He stood and walked in front of her so she didn't feel uncomfortable. She didn't feel attacked. And he just walked her to school. In the midst of walking her to school, he is emotionally just crying and thinking of all the bad things, honestly, that could have happened to this little girl. I absolutely hope they find her parents and have a stern talking to them, because I don't know their situation. So I'm just going to say I hope they have a stern talking to them to let them know this is not okay. We cannot be letting little 6-year-olds walk themselves to school no matter what our situation is, because other people don't know how to act. So don't let your behavior put your child in a position that Joshua would have to be at a doggone funeral, because people is crazy, okay? Because if anything happened to the little girl, I promise you Joshua from now on will be wherever she is. He'll find her, okay? That was a divine intervention. He needed to see her and she needed to see him, and they needed to walk to that school together. But I hope they give the parents a stern talking to. Just a reminder that a lot of people is cray, okay? But Joshua, thank you for taking the opportunity to be vulnerable with us, to allow us to see a grown man be vulnerable, because a lot of y'all don't know how to be vulnerable, especially in the public eye. And he took the opportunity to make sure that a child he did not know, a complete stranger, got to school safely. And in the midst of that, he allowed himself to be in the emotions that he was feeling. And I appreciate you for it, Joshua.
A 6-year-old little girl walking 10 blocks to school by herself in the freezing cold in Detroit is absolutely wild as hell to me. Y'all, shout out to Joshua Threatt. This was the man that was driving down the street, seeing this little girl walking by herself, and decided to pull his truck over, get out of his warm truck to walk her 10 blocks to school. Not only did he do that, he made sure that she got inside of the school and followed up by taking her some warm clothes to the school as well. Let me just say this. All heroes do not wear capes, baby. They wear hoodies and coats too. That man kept that little girl safe. He protected her, and he showed so much compassion towards her. That man has a very big heart, and he deserves a very big blessing. Let me just say this. That man cried the entire time that he was walking that little girl to school. When he got to the school and he started to break down, I started to break down too. I don't even know this man. But when I tell y'all I cried so hard for somebody that I don't even know, that's what you call a real hero. That is what you call a chosen one. That is what you call sent by God. Let me tell y'all, they don't make them like that no more. So when I tell you that that man was a blessing, trust me when I tell you, he was a blessing.
Did you know who she was?
No, not at all.
Don't know her name?
Not at all. She told me her name, but like I say, I was so distraught at the moment, it didn't stick to me.
And it's freezing yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Freezing.
Yeah.
Nigga got this little precious little girl just out here walking by herself, bro. I ain't want to put her in my truck, bro. So I got out and walked with her, man.
Why'd you videotape it?
To cover myself.
Why?
I wasn't trying to go viral or nothing. That definitely wasn't the case. I went live to cover myself.
She probably scared because she was walking for about 10 blocks.
Where's your sister?
She probably scared. So many people just pulled up on that little girl. I'm so happy I saved her.
Thank you, baby.
What's your message to the parents that have this little girl, 6 years old she was?
Yeah, I'm 6.
Walking to school a long ways.
I'm not trying to. I don't want to. I'm not bashing the parents or nothing. But at these times and days in this world, we can't let things like that happen. You know, we gotta step it up a little bit more. You know?
Thank you. You safe now, okay?
Joshua Threatt, you're gonna remember this guy's name, I have a feeling. Thank you for what you did.
No problem.
I don't even know who this girl is. Incredible. In Detroit, Charlie Langton, Fox 2 News.
Remember the man from Detroit who went viral after he found a 6-year-old girl shivering and walking alone in the snow, and he made sure that she got to school safe? 32-year-old Joshua Threatt is back in the news again after a woman is claiming that he's not the Good Samaritan that he's pretending to be.
I need to stop saying he's a superhero and all that stuff because it's crazy. He's not. Because he's not a good person at all.
This is Brianna Spivey, and she went on Facebook Live to tell the story of an interaction she had with Joshua Threatt that had everybody confused and wondering what's wrong with her. Brianna says that she too was mesmerized by Joshua's good deeds, so she jumped into his DMs to ask him, "What's up? Can I get your number?" He sent her the number and they started chatting, talking about getting to know each other. Then he said, "I'll hit you up later so we can link up." Around 4 o'clock in the morning, Brianna gives him her address and he goes to pick her up and brings her back to his house. And that's when Brianna says he turned out not to be such a nice person after all.
He stood there with his pants down, butt naked, no shirt, no pants, black ankle socks, that's it, with a Magnum on the bed. So I said, "This is what you invited me over here for?" He said, "What did you think was supposed to happen at 4:30 in the morning?" I was like, "Well, you told me that we was going to get to know each other and we was going to be able to hang out tomorrow. That's why I was okay with you coming and being able to vibe with you just in the little time we was going to have together." He gets upset, start putting his clothes on. Yeah, it's cool. The vibe's just off anyway over here. It's not going well anyway. I could just drop you off type thing. Getting irritated.
After Brianna went to go get her coat and her bag so she could leave, she says he walked her to the door and then pumped fake like he was going to take her home. But he just locked the door and left her standing outside in the cold. She says she had to take multiple buses to get home to her kids, and he never once checked to see if she made it home. She says that he's a fraud and a phony, and he's just using this little girl to get clout. Everybody listen to Brianna's story because we had just been applauding this righteous black man, and we wanted to make sure that he wasn't really a demon. But after Brianna finished talking, everybody was kind of like, "Brianna, you, a grown woman with kids, went to this man's house at 4 o'clock in the morning. What did you think was going to happen?" And Brianna said, "I was hoping for a spiritual connection." Well, she didn't get a spiritual connection, but she did learn a valuable lesson. What do you think she learned? Leave a comment to let me know. I'm Tierka with the T. Follow for more.
They getting to the bottom of it, y'all. They getting to the bottom of it, y'all. I done did my part. I did what I was supposed to do, you feel me? I care less about what nobody's saying, all that dumb shit. Excuse my language, you know. I did my part. They gonna say that, baby, you hear me? Promise they gonna say that, baby. Still trying to figure out how we could give her a Christmas, though, you feel me? That's what I really want to do. Take her a few gifts, you feel me? Because I don't want to accept nothing from y'all until we can actually get it to that baby, you feel me? Yeah. Even get her sister some gifts, you feel me? Yep. But it's a damn good day, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I care less about the viral part, but it is what it is.
So y'all remember the Detroit man that seen the little girl walking in the snow and, you know, walked with her to school. He was crying and things like that. This woman just came out and pretty much said that the man's not a good man. He's an evil man because apparently she hopped in his inbox trying to get to know him after all this stuff happened. And she linked with him. And after she didn't give him what he wanted, he kicked her out the house, you know. So she wants everybody to know that he's not a good Samaritan and what he did was not a good thing. Now, personally, I don't think that either one of those things have anything to do with each other. He probably didn't like you like that and probably just wanted one thing, didn't really see a future with you. I don't really see nothing wrong with that. You at his house, whatever time you came over there, if all he wanted to do was do that, doesn't mean that he's not going to see somebody, a little girl, walking her out the street and help her out the kindness of his own heart. You know, that don't give you the right to bash him and talk down on him and what he did. I get that people are upset that he has like a GoFundMe going. I don't really know what that's about. If it's about raising money for the girl, all right, cool, I get that. But overall, I don't think people should be sending him money. But at the same time, if they want to, that's their money. And he can do that. You know what I'm saying? Him getting a little clout, getting a little fame don't mean nothing. Like, why do people always want to go online and start trying to out somebody because the world's praising them? Like, you know, and I don't want to, you know, go too offensive, but come to us when he really like doing something behind closed doors, like putting his hands on you or something. You know what I'm saying? Something where it's like, oh, this person's really not good. He tricked us. A man who didn't want you in his house after whatever doesn't make him a bad person. You know what I'm saying? If he would have taken advantage of you, then he would have been a bad person. But that's just me. Oh, yeah, and I appreciate y'all for 14K, man. Hopefully we get to 20K soon.
Take your time, what's the rush? Listen, so this girl trying to go viral, saying that my dog Joshua Threatt pulled up on her at 4 a.m. and she thought they was going to get to know each other. But unfortunately, he was trying to clap them cheeks. Baby girl, you should have just let him crack them cheeks, because ain't no motherfucking way you just try to go viral. This nigga need the spirit of the war of Detroit right now. And you just try to take that man in glory. You should have gave that nigga some cheeks. You had one mission and you fucking failed. You fucking failed trying to get a viral moment with your little 300 friends on Facebook. You should have gave that nigga some cheeks. I can't fucking believe you just tried to expose this man. I can't motherfucking believe you. God damn. Fuck.
He wasn't expecting to go viral, but Joshua Threatt's Facebook Live video touched tens of thousands of viewers, and he says he would do it again for any child walking alone in the cold.
You out here walking by herself. How old is you? 6? Man.
That's 36-year-old Detroit resident Joshua Threatt on Facebook Live Monday morning when he noticed a little girl with no hat, no gloves.
Yep. That right there is a motherfucking king. That right there is a fucking man. That right there is a fucking protector. Today's king of the motherfucking day is Mr. Joshua Threatt of Detroit, Michigan. He's out for a walk one day and he sees a young child walking. No toboggan on, in sub-degree temperatures in Detroit. No toboggan on, no gloves, and she's walking. And he decides, you know what? I'm going to make sure this little girl's getting wherever she wants. He goes up to her, finds out she's 6 fucking years old, and she's walking 10 blocks in the snow sub-degree temperatures to school. No gloves, no toboggan, freezing to death. But he said, you know what? At the very least I can do is I'm going to make sure this child gets to school. This right here is what the world needs more of. We need more men that see our women, see our children, see our queens and princesses that might need just to be overwatched. Just to be watched, just to make sure they get where they're going, just to make sure they are unharmed, just to make sure they are fucking safe, because that's our fucking job. And for doing your job, my brother, for protecting that little princess as she walked to school, I salute you. And you, sir, Mr. Joshua Threatt of Detroit, Michigan, are our king of the day, brother. Thank you.
said, you people was like me. This is heroic by him to do that. But like I said, whoever her parents are, they need to be arrested and need to be charged with something, because you don't leave nobody out there like that. That's just crazy. It just makes you think that people in this world, children can be burdens, but then again, you bring them into this world, you should be prepared to deal with all the consequences that comes with it. So no matter what, people do that, and we see that some people just don't do right, but he did right by walking her to school unharmed, and is courageous by his part. And kudos to Joshua Hart. I salute you, sir, on you doing the right thing. We need more people like you in this world. Thank you all for watching this edition of Viral. I've been your host, Kendra Dixon. So long. We'll see you next time for another edition of Viral.